Thursday at the World Dairy Expo here in Madison, Wisconsin, and the Holstein heifer classes have started at the big show that happens here as part of the large Holstein show that will happen today and tomorrow. The last class was winter heifers, and 50 animals, heifers in that class. The top 3 all had Canadian ownership connections. So even though there are a significant decline in Canadian people who are here showing their cattle and Canadian entries, the Canadian Jags are still having a significant impact. I spent time in a couple of sessions today that were interesting. The first was Rabobank's global dairy milk trade outlook for the next 10 years. And even though with supply management, Canadian dairy price is set mostly on Canadian factors, global price does have an impact on that milk price for Canadians. So over the next 10 years, it's expected that Europe and Oceania, especially New Zealand, will have a decline in their milk production, especially in Europe. And between the two of them, they look after more than 60% of global trade of milk. So who's going to fill that gap is the big question over the next 10 years. I also spent some time in the session on avian influenza and its significant impact on dairy farms down here. That's the new bird flu that was passed to a dairy cow in the southern United States, and that's since spread due to the seriously integrated nature of the dairy industry across the U.S. to about 20 states. Well, I heard from a couple of dairy farmers today who have dealt with the disease and the significant impacts it can have on animal health, especially around milk production, especially lowering production for those dairy cows, also on reproduction. And then there's a lot of questions about what does that mean for cows into the next lactation. It's something we definitely don't want in Canada. We don't have it yet. And they have had no confirmed cases here in Wisconsin yet, which is one of the reasons I expect why this show was able to go on. Also, watch for these stories across the Glacier FarmMedia network, and especially on Farmtario Dairy Plus.